Hi, I'm Harriet Tubman. I'm famous for conducting for the Underground Railroad. I was born 1820-1822. I never did have an education because back then girl slaves were appointed as useless. When I was 13, I got hit in the head with a metal weight while helping another person escape. That helped me realize that I wanted to help more people escape when I got older. Oh, I later became a nurse and spy for the Union Army, and I died March 10th, 1913 from a sickness called pneumonia. But ever since then, they put me on the $20 bill for remembrance. Without me, the world wouldn't have even gotten a glimpse on how slavery is wrong.
Hi, my name is Matthew Henson. I'm a famous explorer. I'm famous because not only was I the first African American to explore the North Pole, but one of the first Americans in general to explore the North Pole. I was born on August 8th, 1866 in Charles County, Maryland. I was told as a young boy that I had a very adventurous personality. When I was about 7 years old, my mom sadly passed away, so me and my dad moved to Washington State, and when times got tough money-wise, I had to move in with my uncle. When I was 13, I had to get a job at a store, and when I was working, a naval officer came in. He offered me a job. His name was Captain Child. I worked with him for about 5 years and then moved on to Captain Perry. In 1908, we set sail to the North Pole. In 1909, we finally made it. Finally, we were there. And then when we came back, I didn't get all of the credit I deserved. But then I won the Congressional Medal. And after I passed away, I was buried in Arlington National Cemetery in New York.
Hi, my name is Rosa Parks. I was born February 4th, 1913, and I'm most famous for launching the Montgomery bus boycott December 1st, 1955. I think it's kind of funny because as a kid I was very obedient. I was only in jail for a few hours, and I hate that it took me 51 years to be recognized. Can you believe that? But once I was recognized, I won the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and thanks to me, I helped African Americans fight for their rights.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. I was born in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, January 18th, 1856. My dad died when I was 11 from tuberculosis, and when I was 11, I moved to Baltimore, Maryland. When I was 17, I owned my own barbershop in Janesville, Wisconsin. And when I was in Illinois, I co-founded a hospital. A few years later, I ended up doing the first successful open heart surgery on a street fighter who was stabbed in the heart. Thanks to me, people now know how to do open heart surgery.
Hi, I'm Condoleezza Rice, and I am best known for helping women and African Americans all around the world. I was born on November 14th, 1954 in Birmingham, Alabama. And I also learned how to play piano at age 3, but that's a different story. At a young age, my parents told me that I would be such a good leader and have such a bright future because I was already a good leader. Flash forward 30 or 35 years, I became the 66th Secretary of State and went to college at age 15. In conclusion, I'm known for paving the way for African Americans and women by politics. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maya Angelou. I am a very famous poem writer and book writer. Did you know I did the poem for Bill Clinton's inauguration? When I was at age 3, me and my brother had to take a very long train ride all the way to my grandma's. I lived there for 4 years. Until one day, my dad came and dropped me off at my mother's. About a year later, when I was 8, I got sexually abused by a man friend of my mother's. I was mute for almost a year. I began to read and write in that time. When I was older, I wrote a book about that time, and it became a very famous book, and it got many awards for that. There's something I said before my death in 2014 at age 86. People will forget what you did. People will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Oprah Winfrey. I'm a famous talk show host. I was born on January 29th, in 1954 on a farm in Cohort. My parents are Vernita Lee and Vernon Winfrey. I have no siblings except for my stepsister. We didn't get along very well. Anyways, I lived with my grandmother until I was 6. When I was 18, I won a full scholarship to attend the Tennessee State University. After college, I got this job at AM Chicago. They loved me so much that they renamed it to my name, The Oprah Winfrey Show. The show went on for 27 years, way more than I could ever imagine. In conclusion, I was a very nice person and helped the people in need.
Hi, I'm Colin Powell, and I was the first African American appointed to the U.S. Secretary of State. I was born in Harlem, New York, April 5th, 1937. I am 83 years old to this day and live in McLean, Virginia. Did you know I held the highest military position in the nation? I also have been a soldier for over 35 years. And I also dedicated my life to the United States for over 35 years. Just to remind you, I was the first African American appointed to the U.S. Secretary of State. Well, I gotta go. See ya.
Hi, I'm Katherine Johnson. I was born on August 26, 1918, in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. My mom got divorced when I was 4. My mom was a math teacher, and I loved math and science. When I was 4, I skipped preschool because they thought I was too smart. And then in high school, I was done with high school at the age of 10. And in college, I graduated West Virginia University at the age of 14. When I was older, a NASA worker asked me if I wanted to be a mathematician, and I said, sure, I'll try. And when I tried, it was really good, and I liked it, so I did it. And then when it came around, they asked me if they wanted me to put the first man on the moon. I'm like, sure. And I calculated the flight path to it and back, and I helped build the spacecraft so he could go on it. And after that, I got the Presidential Medal of Freedom and also was in the Apollo 11 mission. I helped build it and calculate the flight path again. And this one was to the moon again. And yeah, I'm most famous for putting the first man on the moon.
Hi, I'm Baker. I'm an inspiration for young African Americans for being the first African American woman to star in a film. I was born in St. Louis, June 3rd, 1906. As soon as I walked, I danced. Now I dance my whole life. Later in life, I became a Red Cross nurse. I proudly adopted 12 children from around the globe. I danced my way out of the slums. France has made me who I am. And I am Josephine Baker.
Hi, my name is John Coltrane. I am an African American saxophone player. I was born on September 23rd, 1926. I was raised in the town of Hamlet, North Carolina. When I was younger, I loved listening to my father and others play music. I had influencers such as Count Basie and Lester Young. After high school, I went to Combs College of Music and soon moved to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Later, I created a drug and alcohol addiction though, but when I soon got over it, I got to play in many fun bands. I'm important because many people love listening to my great music and learning about my awesome life story.
Hi, I'm Edson Arntes Dunan-Scamento. I was born on October 23, 1940 in the poor village of Tres Corcos. I was named after Thomas Edison. Soon after that, at the age of 9, I was starting to be called Pele. I loved watching my father play, and I went pro at the age of 13. And I also was the youngest person to win a World Cup in 1958. I also received a golden and silver ball, which means the first best and the second best player. I'm very special because I was the youngest person to go pro at the age of 13, and it all started off with a sock and some paper. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Misty Copeland. I am famous for being the first African American principal dancer. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, 1982. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and they helped me come this far. I'm happy that I can help people achieve their dreams and help them be closer than they were yesterday.
Hi, I'm Monet Davis. I am most well known for being a famous softball pitcher. I was born in June 24th, 2001 in Pennsylvania. I played basketball with my brothers and cousins when I was younger. And I started softball when I was just 7 years old, and now I play for the Lady Pirates. Some of my accomplishments are I was the first girl to pitch a shutout, and I was the first African American girl to play in the Little Leagues World Series. Bye!
Hi, I'm Jackie Robinson. I was born on January 31st, 1919 in Georgia. I played baseball and my number was 42. I was the first African American in the major league. I played baseball for the Brooklyn Dodgers and I have 137 home runs. Sadly, I died on October 1972 from a seizure.
Hi, I'm Simone Biles. I have won the most gold medals in women's gymnastics. Crazy, right? Anyway, I was born on March 14th, 1997 in Columbus, Ohio. I moved to Spring, Texas to live with my grandparents when I was 3 years old. Then, 3 years later, I went to a gymnast center with my entire class. After seeing all those gymnasts, I knew I wanted to be a gymnast too. And thank goodness I joined gymnastics because in 2013, 14, and 15, I won the world championship. That's 3 times in a row. Then, in 2016, I got into the Olympic team and won 4 gold medals. Because of my hard work, I have inspired kids to do the same.
Hi, I'm Michael Jordan. I was a big deal in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Did you know I won 25 awards my whole career? I was born in Brooklyn, New York, 1963, with my brothers James and Larry and my two sisters, Dolores and Rosalind. I have a lot of accomplishments in my career, to an Olympic gold medal, and I have led the Bulls to 6 NBA championships. Wow. I retired in 2003, and I'm still very well respected in the basketball world. My legacy lives on as one of the best basketball players ever. Wow.
I'm Fred Stumnell, and I'm a singer, musician, and a songwriter. I was born on February 26, 1928, in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the Big Easy. I was very good at playing the piano at a young age, and playing the piano at a young age led me to my awesome music career, which I've had many accomplishments. Two in my life was getting elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and getting my nickname Fats from Billy's Island because I was overweight. And jazz music wouldn't be the same without me now, without my awesome music.